the world is still. A faint light touches the horizon. It paints the clouds in soft shades of pink and gray. Down below, a vast empty landscape waits. The air is cool and carries the scent of damp earth and distant rain. Nothing moves, except for the gentle sway of tall grasses in the breeze. This is a time of quiet expectation, a time before the world fully wakes. The silence here is not empty. It is filled with possibility. It holds the promise of the day to come. One can almost hear the planet breathing. A lone figure appears on a narrow path. The path winds through the fields like a ribbon laid across the land. The walker moves slowly, with a steady, unhurried rhythm. Each step is deliberate. Each breath is deep and calm. This is not a race. It is a pilgrimage, a quiet journey into the heart of the morning. The walker is over 50. Their movements are graceful, born from a lifetime of experience. They understand the language of this landscape. They know its secrets. The ground beneath their feet is firm. It offers support with every step. Far away, a flock of birds takes flight. They rise together, a dark shape against the brightening sky. Their calls are faint, like whispers carried on the wind. The walker pauses for a moment, listening, observing. They are a part of this scene, not an intruder. They belong here, in this quiet, unfolding drama. The world is waking up around them, and they are waking with it. This walk is different. It is done on an empty stomach, before the first meal of the day. For many, this might seem unusual, even difficult. But for the seasoned body, it holds a particular wisdom. It is a conversation between the self and the natural world, a gentle test of endurance, a return to a more ancient way of being. The body, like the land, has its own rhythms, its own cycles of hunger and satisfaction. This walk honors that inner landscape. As the walk continues, something remarkable begins to happen inside the body. It is a silent, unseen process. With no food from breakfast to draw upon, the body must look elsewhere for energy. It turns inward. It seeks out its own hidden reserves. This is a moment of profound self-reliance. The body begins to access the fuel it has carefully stored away for just such an occasion. It is a survival mechanism as old as life itself. A quiet, efficient system at work. Imagine the body as a well-managed household. When there are no fresh supplies in the kitchen, a wise homeowner does not panic. They go to the pantry. They use the stores that have been saved for a time of need. The body does the same. It reaches for its stored energy, which is held in the form of fat. This process is not a violent one. It is a smooth, natural transition. The body is simply using what it already possesses. It is a testament to its incredible adaptability. This is particularly true for the fat stored around the middle, the belly. For many people over 50, this area can be a stubborn storehouse of energy. But during a walk on an empty stomach, the body sends a quiet signal. It is time to open the doors to this storeroom. The body gently begins to draw from this very reserve. It is a slow and steady process, like a river gradually wearing away a stone. It is not about force, it is about persistence. The landscape outside mirrors this internal change. A gentle stream flows nearby. Its water is clear, and it moves with a steady, patient force. It carves its path through the land, not with speed, but with constancy. In the same way, the body systems are flowing. Energy is being transported from storage to the muscles that need it. The walker feels no great surge of power, just a quiet, sustained strength, a feeling of being carried along by an inner current. A doctor might explain this process with simple clarity. When we have not eaten for some time, the levels of a substance called insulin in our blood are very low. Insulin is like a key. It unlocks our cells to let sugar in for immediate energy. When there are few keys around, the body knows it cannot rely on sugar from a recent meal. It must find another way. It must switch its fuel source. This is the crucial moment, the turning point in our inner world. The body then releases other messengers. These messengers travel to our fat cells. They carry a different instruction. They say, "It is time to release your stored energy." This is especially effective at targeting the fat around our organs, often called visceral fat. This is the fat that can cause problems as we age. The body is instructed to break it down, to transform it back into usable fuel. It is a wonderful piece of biological engineering. Simple, elegant, and highly effective when allowed to work. Think of it like this. Imagine your belly fat is a block of ice. A brisk walk on an empty stomach acts like the gentle warmth of the morning sun. It doesn't shatter the ice with a hammer. Instead, it slowly, gradually melts it away. The ice turns back into water, which can flow and be used elsewhere. This gentle approach is often more sustainable. It works in harmony with the body's natural design, rather than against it. It is a partnership. This process also helps our bodies become more flexible. It teaches them to switch between burning sugar and burning fat more easily. A doctor would call this metabolic flexibility. It is a sign of a healthy, youthful system. For someone over 50, this flexibility is a precious gift. It means the body is more resilient. It can adapt to different situations. It is less rigid, more responsive, much like an old tree that can still bend in the wind without breaking. As the sun climbs higher, the landscape is fully awake. The air warms. The sounds of the world grow stronger. The walker's journey is nearing its end. They do not feel exhausted. They feel clear. They feel balanced. The body has performed its quiet miracle. It has fueled the journey from within. This mindful movement has brought a sense of accomplishment, a deep connection to one's own strength and resilience. It is a feeling of quiet triumph. This kind of walking is not about burning as many calories as possible. It is about something deeper. It is about listening to the body. It is about appreciating its wisdom. For those of us over 50, our bodies have carried us through a great deal. They have stories to tell. A slow, mindful walk on an empty stomach is a way to honor those stories. It is a form of respect for the vessel that has served us for so long. It is a gentle act of self-care. The world offers us endless lessons in grace and endurance. We see it in the patient flow of a river. We see it in the steady growth of a tree. We see it in the vast, unhurried turning of the seasons. By walking in this way, we align ourselves with that natural rhythm. We become part of that slow, beautiful dance. We learn that strength is not always about force. Sometimes it is about stillness, about patience, about knowing when to act and when to wait. And so, the path stretches on. It invites us to walk it, not as a challenge to be conquered, but as a journey to be experienced. It reminds us that even after 50, our bodies are capable of wonderful things. They can adapt. They can learn. They can find new sources of strength. The key is to move with awareness, to listen to the whispers of our inner landscape, and to find harmony between the world within and the world without. The journey, it seems, is just beginning.